So in today's short video, we're going to look at installing a warm LED light into this small mess room on Denton Lane. Let's get into the video. So earlier on this week, I visited a website called Layouts for You. Now, this is a company that's based over in March in East Anglia. And it's a company that I've been to some of our exhibitions. I'm a member of the Lincoln and District Model Railway Society. So I like to try and support local companies where I can. So I ordered a couple of these yard lights here, these single yard lights. And I've just ordered a single warm LED to try out in one of the buildings on the layout. So in this video, we're going to look at installing this LED and then wiring it up to the accessory bus wire that I've got under the layout. A lot of you will be familiar with how to do this, but I thought it just might be interesting to share the methods once again for anybody that hasn't tried doing this to their layout. So this is the LED as it comes out of the packet. You've got your positive and negative wires. What I'm going to do is just strip a little bit more off the ends of these wires, so then I can attach some longer lengths of cable to them. So I'm going to do that now. Just going to strip them and then move on to the next stage. Join me in a moment. So I've got my soldering iron on. That's heating up quite nicely. What I'm going to do now is just dip the wire into some flux. This is the flux I use, plenty on the market to choose from, but this is what I've got so far and seems to be working well. Just going to do that now, so just going to dip the flux into this wire and do the same for. Now, having prepared the cables with the flux, all I'm going to do now is apply some solder to the positive and negative wires. This just makes it easier to for the other wires to attach, and I'll do the exact same method to the green and orange wires that you see there, ready for attaching the two sets of wires. So now I've got all the wires prepared. I've stripped the wires, I've twisted them and then applied some flux and then tinned them with some solder. It's really important that you do this because if you don't, it will make the job a lot harder when you come to attach the wires from the LED or whatever accessory you're trying to attach to. You just won't get a clean solder joint, so it's worth doing this extra preparation. It'll make your life easier in the long run. So now what we're going to do is attach these wires, the positive and negative, to the positive and negative of the LED light. So there we go, we've got a nice clean solder joint there between the positive and negative coming off the LED and onto the wires that will eventually thread through the baseboard. Now what I'm going to do is drill a hole through the baseboard to accept the wires and the LED underneath where the mesh room building is. Fantastic. There we are, the light is wired up and installed, and I think it looks quite good. Now if I place the building on top of where I want the light to go, you'll see that there's some light bleed coming from the top. I did expect this, to be honest. So what I'm going to try and do in the first instance is paint the insides of the roof to see if that cures the problem. And if not, then I'll have a little think and see if I can come up with something else. But at least it works. Let's move on to the next stage. And there we are with the light installed. I think it looks quite good. There's a few more pieces of work that I need to do particularly around the light bleed underneath the building itself. What I might try and do is construct a card base to see if that eliminates part of the problem. If not, then I'll have to have another think to see what else I can do to cure that problem. But there we are, that's it with the lights off. You can see the other depot lighting that we've got further down the layout as well. But I'll leave you with that shot. It's been quite a simple and quick video to put together for you, but I hope it just shows how quick and easy you can wire up some lights for your layout. There's plenty of lights that are available, not just at Layouts for You, but also on eBay. Just check that whether your lights need resistors adding or not. I've got a couple more lights to add in, a couple more yard lights to add in at the back here. And they need resistors, so just check the packet when you get them. But for now, I'll leave you with this shot, and look forward to joining you in the next one. Thanks guys, cheers.